Rain poured heavily on the city streets that night, blurring the neon lights into a sea of trembling reflections. For most, it was just another storm, but for Claire Donovan, it was fear. Her car had broken down in the most unlikely part of town, far from the towering glass buildings and luxury suites she usually inhabited. She wasn't just any woman, she was the CEO of a successful tech company, known for her sharp intelligence and determination. But tonight, she was vulnerable, trapped in her car, her crutches beside her. After a childhood accident, walking without support was painful and slow. She had learned to command boardrooms, but in moments like this, alone, stranded, she felt powerless. When a tall figure approached her window, Claire's heart raced. Her voice trembled as she whispered through the glass, "Please, don't hurt me. I can't walk." The man paused, stunned. Then, instead of anger or threat, his face softened into compassion. "I'm not here to hurt you," he said gently. "I just want to help. My name's Daniel." That was how Claire met Daniel Hayes, a single father who worked as a mechanic by day and drove deliveries at night to support his young daughter, Emily. He wasn't rich, he wasn't powerful in the ways her world valued, but his quiet strength immediately struck her. He fixed her car in the rain, refusing any payment. His only concern was making sure she got home safe. Something in his eyes stayed with her long after the storm passed. Two worlds collide. Days later, Claire found herself thinking about him. And fate, or perhaps something greater, brought them together again when her company's office elevator jammed during maintenance. Daniel was there, working as part of a contracted repair team. This time, conversation flowed more naturally. She learned about Emily, his 6-year-old daughter with a wild imagination and a heart too big for her tiny frame. He learned about Claire's struggles with mobility. And for the first time in years, she admitted how exhausting it was to hide her vulnerability behind strength. Slowly, cautiously, a connection grew. Claire admired his resilience, how he smiled through struggles. Daniel admired her courage, how she commanded a world that often underestimated her. The challenges they faced. But their bond wasn't without obstacles. Social divide. Claire's board of directors disapproved when rumors spread that she was seen with a blue-collar worker. They whispered it would damage her image, that she needed a partner of equal wealth and influence. Claire was torn. She had spent her life proving herself in a man's world, and now her personal choices were being weaponized. Daniel's fear, he feared his modest life could never measure up to hers. He struggled to afford even the basics for Emily, while Claire lived in a penthouse. Pride told him to walk away before he dragged her down. Emily's wounds, Emily, though sweet, carried scars of her own. Her mother had abandoned her, leaving deep trust issues. When she first met Claire, she asked in a small voice, "Are you going to leave too?" The question broke Claire's heart, and she vowed to prove she wouldn't. The turning point. The breaking point came at a gala where Claire was expected to arrive with a wealthy investor. Instead, she walked in with Daniel by her side, leaning on her crutch proudly, refusing to hide who she was or whom she loved. The room fell silent. Whispers echoed, "A CEO with him? What a scandal." But Claire stood tall. "This man," she said, her voice steady, "is the strongest partner I've ever met. He may not run a corporation, but he carries more courage in his heart than anyone in this room. And if you can't respect that, then you can't respect me." Daniel's hand tightened around hers, and for the first time, he saw that she wasn't ashamed of him, she was proud. Resolution. From then on, things slowly changed. Emily began to trust Claire. Eventually running into her arms with the word "Mom" slipping from her lips one sunny afternoon. Daniel found balance, no longer hiding his worth, realizing love wasn't about status but about presence, loyalty, and compassion. Claire, for the first time, stopped pretending she had to be invincible. With Daniel by her side, she learned it was okay to lean on someone, not because she was weak, but because together, they were stronger. Final message. What began as a night of fear turned into a story of courage, healing, and unexpected love. Claire learned that strength isn't just about walking alone, it's about allowing someone to walk beside you. Daniel discovered that no matter his bank account, his heart was enough. And Emily gained what she had longed for most, a family. The words that began in fear, "Please, don't hurt me, I can't walk," became the words that defined her courage, her trust, and her love. Love often shows up when we least expect it. Sometimes in the middle of a storm, sometimes in the hand of a stranger who chooses kindness. Speech Balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Would you risk everything for real love, even if the world judged you? Thumbs up, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support our channel. Be kind always. Together, let's spread more kindness and inspiring stories to the world.